you go somewhere that happens, it's like trolling see. So I did at Mesa. They were like, yeah, our version of the machine works. And it's like, yeah, no shit, it does.
The third Saturday in October. A simple name and a complex rivalry. For one side, the Big Orange is just not a color they can sit with, and the other side, Crimson, has them seeing red. Easy to assume everyone here has a lighter in hand, and now we get to see who will use it. Welcome to the home of the Alabama Crimson Tide, Tuscaloosa, Alabama, Saban Field at Bryant-Denny Stadium. As we'll see a playoff team from last year, the Tennessee Volunteers, taking on the 23rd ranked team in the land, the Alabama Crimson Tide. 3A Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by a couple of legends, and yes, we do use that term loosely. David. From the University of Georgia and former Gator Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's get down to the field. And he hauls it in, and everybody's on the edge of their seats. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. So the Tennessee Volunteers offense will start this game off. The Big Orange able to escape with a close win the last time they saw the Tide.
The last game, Tennessee came out firing right out of the gate. They were ready to go. They were locked in, dialed in. David, in this one, they're going to have to do that again. You cannot get behind the Tide in a game of this magnitude.
Oh, he's got some space. They'll mark him out of bounds at about the 29-yard line.
Well, for this defense now, being good against the pass is not just going to be in the back end covering people. It's going to be trying to contain this guy at the quarterback position. He is lethal, especially when things go off script. And you saw it on that one. First down, they dial up the pass play. You're not able to get him on the ground, and now they've gotten another first down.
Brought down at the 45 after a 15-yard pickup. Now a first down from the 45-yard line. And he finds some solid space, makes a nice game before the defense is able to stop it.
You love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
This crowd bringing the energy and noise early. A veritable Crimson Tide of noise on Saban Field here on third down. Dances away from the pressure, going to his left. He gets a little bit of work done. He goes out of bounds at the 42. The Volunteers have it with a 1st and 10. They'll try the run. After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. Just feeds the running back. A solid pickup there before the defense is able to make the stop.
I think that was an example of the offensive coordinator trying to help out his quarterback. He's trying to keep these third downs manageable. You know, you throw the ball on 2nd down and it's incomplete. Now you've set up 3rd and long, and now you're set up to fail.
The change will move, and they'll have 1st and 10 from inside the red zone at the 18.
Nice job decision-making by the quarterback there in the RPO, not handing it off, knowing he had to throw it, but then also understanding his open guy was going to be in the right flat.
The Vols pounded the rock to move the sticks, now back to work. He's tackled right at the 10-yard line, and they're trying to cash in on this drive.
Talking to their coaches, they said, we are going to run the ball on the first drive of this game and really see if we can establish that line of scrimmage. You've seen that early so far, and after that explosive run, they've now set themselves up here in the red zone looking to score some points.
Off the bootleg and roll Nice run there. Picks up a few, and they'll force him out of bounds.
Well, two things I love by the quarterback on that play. One, his ability to flush outside the pocket and make a quick decision. No one's open and I'm taking off and running. And two, get out of bounds.
Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Volunteer.
The offense goes as he goes. So really no surprise on the opening drive. They keep feeding him the football. He showed you all of his ability on that TD.
And he tacks on the extra point. They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. And he takes this from inside the 5. Not a whole lot of room to operate on that return as the coverage unit was there and ready. So the Alabama Crimson Tide offense comes out for their first possession of the game. And they are coming off a sensational performance led by this quarterback who's hoping he can build on things, Jesse.
Well, I know, having played the position, when you have a big game, you just can't wait to get back out there again and build on that performance. David, last time out, he was making the right reads. He showed off his arm talent. He had this offense moving up and down the field and finding the end zone. And you know he's excited to take on this defense today.
Yeah, and talking to the defensive coordinators coming into this football game, like, they're not going to do what happened last week. Like, you can't sit back and make the coverages easy for him to diagnose. He'll pick you apart like he did last week. Look for some change-ups and some curveballs for this defense.
They'll run play action. Looking deep. And it goes through his hands. Oh, he had an explosive play right there for the taking, but couldn't reel it in. Alabama with a lot of ground to cover here on 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Looking to the big tight end. Complete in the middle. Now they've got even more breathing room out to the 31 and a fresh set of downs.
And it's on 3rd downs like this. If you want to attack the middle of the field, you got to look for the tight end. Really nice route. Great job looking that football in. You can tell this quarterback really has a lot of confidence when he's in the pocket looking for the big fella, and they're able to hook up there.
The Crimson Tide can dig into that playbook here on 2nd and short. Off the bootleg to buy a little space. Snagged out of the air. And this one will be stopped for no gain. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. The Crimson Tide needs to convert on 3rd and short. Takes the handoff. It's Owen. He'll be stopped about 2. Short of a first down. They bring the punter onto the field now. They'll have to punt for the first time this afternoon. Gets the first one of the day out of there. He ought to be fresh. They only used him twice in that victory last week. They'll get down and put a stop to the return at about the 28-yard line. Tennessee ready to go to work the Big Orange offense on the field. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. Makes the grab on the left. At midfield, he's got room. They finally get him on the ground, and this junior turning in a big play after the catch.
That is a total bust by the defense. You can't go out there with 6 DBs and allow a wide receiver to be that wide open, make the catch, and then even make a nice run after it. Somebody made a big mistake in the back end.
And when Getting first downs is a priority for a defense, and you can't get bludgeoned. You can't get physically beat at the point of attack. You know the percentages. It's usually pretty good on first down that they're going to run the football. So then getting that big chunk, getting in second and short, not a good job by this defense.
Yeah, you just feel like the running back's asking for redemption on that one. You know, second and short, and you're giving him the football. He can't get the first himself. Now it's third down. He's looking over on the sideline like, call it again, throw me the ball, I can go do this. It's never a good feeling for the running back in that situation.
And the Vols are moving quickly down the field. Wants to throw on first down. Unloads it left. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down. Despite all the bitterness in the Alabama-Auburn rivalry, to many, this game, Alabama-Tennessee, has the richest tradition and carries the most importance.
And you think of some of the legends that have trolled the sidelines in this rivalry, right? Paul Bear Bryant, Johnny Majors, Nick Saban. This has been such a critical game, not just in the SEC, but all across college football as well, Dave.
Yeah, and
there he goes. And he gets it inside the 10-yard line. They'll mark it at the 9 where it'll be first and goal. On the doorstep of cashing it in for the offense. He's looking to pass. Steps away to find some room. And he rolls into the house. Touchdown, Tennessee. And let's hold on just a minute here as the officials are going to have a second look. Well, that didn't necessarily go as planned, but it was most effective in the end.
I love it, Reese. Down in the red zone, this quarterback didn't have anybody open. Didn't panic. He just decided, man, I'm going to go do this myself. I'm going to use my wheels and put up 6 on the board. He did just that.
Quarterback looking for just a crack on the sneak.
I think one of the keys of this defense's success all season has been how good they've been stopping the run. They're a top 10 unit when it comes to rushing defense, and it's helped them out this year.
And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Vols.
yeah, and you failed on first and second, but on third down, you give it to the big fullback, and he does the rest. Lower the shoulder, lower the pads, run physical, and get in that end zone.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. They'll put this one in play first snap of the drive from the 25. Off-play action on first down. Throws to the wideout. Connection to the right. And he was loose and not stopped until he gets to the 47-yard line. So after the break, they'll go back to work. Both teams made no secret they wanted to target their big play receivers, and they've done just that in the first. Just about ready to get things started here in the second. We'll see if they continue to flex that muscle. Alabama with a fresh set of downs to open the period. Now the play fake. Caught close to the marker, it's Thomas. They make the stop at the 37, but not before he's got 10 yards and the first down. Wants to go up top on first down. Makes the catch. Turning it on. Tackle is made at the 27. Let's give him 10 yards on the play, and it is enough for a first down. To the ground with the back. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Lost one on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. They give it to him again. Oh, what a move. And he runs through one tackle and picks up a few.
I think the OC would have been really happy with a small gain and an easier third down. But how about the effort by the running back to get this close? He saw the first down marker, tried to get to it, got close enough now where it's an easy situation on third down. And shoot, and I got fourth down in my pocket if I want to go for it.
They'll send out the kicker here. The holder will spot it about 35 yards out. Never a doubt. Now the lead is down to 11. So they were able to put up a 3 spot on that last drive, and now the kickoff team out there as they prepare to put boot to leather. He'll start the return inside his 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. The Volunteer offense is back, and they hope it's touchdown time in Tennessee. They've come out smoking with touchdowns on each of their first 2 drives, and they're back to work now. Spits it out to the back. They're working that left side. They finally get to him, but what a play there to pick up the first down.
And one of the things I love about this running back is his versatility. He's not just good running the football, but he can catch it as well, and he can make things happen with the ball in his hands. Nice job by the quarterback, getting through the progression, getting it out to his guy, and he does the rest, and that generates a huge play.
Wants to adjust the pattern. Wants to fire on second down. Nowhere close on that one as he got thrilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down. They've got to get the football to the 32 to pick up the first down. Looking to throw again. Quarterback strolling away from Heat. Unleashes one. Got his man on the right. What a play there, and he rips off a big one all the way to the 16-yard line. And the Volunteers have their offense in high gear. They'll run it in the red zone. It's Kane. Touchdown, Volunteers! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. They are seizing control and taking away hope as they push out the lead in this Week 8 showdown. And with the extra point, they're on top by 18. Follow the blockers. The offensive line will take you to the hallelujah land.
And I tell you what, most of the time, Reese, it requires a little bit of skill to find that hole and, you know, slither through a little crack. That was not a crack. That was wide open. It didn't take a lot of vision because the blocking was outstanding.
The Tide offense rolls onto the field. They've got to find some answers on this drive, already down by 18 in the second quarter. They'll start this drive going to the air. Got the back over the middle. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Leaves it with the back. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. The Crimson Tide looking for a big play to convert on third down. From the gun, wants to pass. Fires to the big fella. That's not quite going to be enough as they stop him 4 yards short of the marker. Looks as if the Tide will punt it away. He's going to try to flip the field with this one. Catches it at the 30. Slips through the line. That nifty return sets up the offense and negates some of the yardage on the punt. So here is the Tennessee offense. Everything's been working so far. They've had it 3 times, reached the end zone on each occasion, and now they're back to work. Takes the easy one to the back. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense catching the football.
Quarterback now breaking the field. He's going to run it. Really nice pickup on that one as they get it to the 36. It'll be first down.
And defensively, you've got to know this guy, man. He's got some wheels to him. He'll get outside the pocket. You can't let him outside the cage. Those ends have to do a good job of keeping contained. When you lose it, this is what happens. He can get outside, can scramble, and can get first downs.
Rolling, throwing, looking right. And it's picked off right at the goal line. And they'll get him down after a solid return. They're going to open this drive with a pass, using the quick game. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few. Alabama pushing the tempo. Second down, he'll throw it. It's complete to the left. He almost picked up the first down on that one, but he'll be just a little bit short. Here they come, trying to convert a 3rd and short from the 28. Throws for the tight end. And wings it incomplete.
Defense did a great job. 3rd and short on the opponent's side of the field. They're expecting quick throw. Everybody, they dug their heel on the ground. They're able to break on the ball, force the incompletion.
He'll field the punt. And he'll work his way on the return out to the 35-yard line before he stopped. Tennessee ready to go to work the Big Orange offense on the field. Pass drive ended with a pick. Vitally important to take care of the football this time. Looking to throw on first down. Looking to scramble. Just couldn't find an open man. He'll get rid of it, and it'll be second down.
And that goes down as incompletion, but that's a smart play. And the QB coach and the OC will be very happy with the decision of the quarterback. He got outside the pocket. He obviously, so he's outside the tackle box. He moved and throw it away as long as he got it past the line of scrimmage. Nothing there, nothing open. Live to fight another down.
Now facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Another incompletion on 3rd down. The Volunteers will line up to punt it away. No return coming here as he signals for the fair catch and makes it right around the 30-yard line. Let's see if they can put together a drive starting from their own 28. From the gun, the running back has it. Stonewalled again. No gain on the play. They keep trying to stick with the running game, but there's not much getting done. The sure hands, it's Wolf. Gets it inside the 40, brought down at the 39, and they can't stop the clock. We've got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Pulls and throws off the RPO. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. They'll go to work in the air on second down. Got his man. He's really close to that first down marker, but they stop him just a bit short. Quick timeout from the offense to save precious seconds. Alabama comes to the line on 3rd and short. They'll try to get it through the air. Just can't pull the trigger, and the quarterback is sacked at the 41. And here comes the punt team. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. He did a great job finding some running room on that return and was able to set up the offense with good field position. The Volunteer offense is back, and they hope it's touchdown time in Tennessee. In modern college football, Jesse, if there's time, there's an opportunity to attack.
And I like them being aggressive here too, guys. Look, they practice this all week long. Now you're in that situation to go out there, have some fun, and let it fly.
And defenses are taught to stay deep, play prevent in these situations. So I think you could get a good chunk play and then possibly get a field goal to tack on before the half.
Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. After the incompletion, they go back up top. Quickly to the tight end. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half. So an example of a tight end doing a little unheralded work to set up a much better third down situation.
And I like the QB here, Reese. I like the decision where I understand, let's get this football out, let's get some positive yards, and then get to third down, and we can still have a better situation now because we got rid of the football and took the yards that were there.
Fires left. Hauls it in. He stopped at the 40, but it'll be a first down here late in the half. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. One more snap coming before halftime. Quickly out to the tight end. The offense will quickly use a timeout. And as the clock is winding down here in the first half, they'll send out the field goal team. That is no good. And after the miss, fellas, still sitting on an 18-point lead. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Fellas, some real edge-of-your-seat moments, and there's still 2 quarters to go here for the Tide and Vols. And it's been a dynamite first half, leading to a one-sided score right now. It's not over, but I think both sides know this is on the verge of a blowout. That opposing defense is inside its locker room right now wondering 2 things. What just happened, and what do we do now to try to make this respectable? With that, let's throw it back to the guys to see how the fight between Alabama and Tennessee plays out.
Thanks for that breakdown, Kevin. Stadium buzzing, kickoff team on the field, and we are ready to get this thing started. He'll bring it out. It's Wolf. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Here comes that Alabama offense. When you're facing a deficit like this one to start the second half, you really can't afford to waste a single possession.
Fresh start here in the second half. That's the only way you can look at this if you're on offense. Things did not go your way there in the first half. It starts with one play. To get our confidence going, we just got to get something going early here on this drive.
One play, stay aggressive. Now I think I can be even more aggressive on 4th downs because obviously I've built a deficit. My defense has got to make some plays for me too.
He leaves it with the back. Breaks into the open. Running to Green. And he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Alabama! What an explosive eruption into the end zone by this running back.
And this back does it a lot, that he makes big plays. When you can make big plays like this, it makes everybody's job easier. Oh, we can play action. Oh, we can throw it. But it starts with the run game, and this guy's setting everything up.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. He only needs a sliver of daylight. He's got an alley. And there he goes. They won't get him. It's a touchdown. Now they have extended this lead, guys, starting to put the hammer, but sometimes a rivalry game can give you a little of extra fight back.
And there can be no panic at this point now. You've worked too hard this offseason, David. They've had this game circled for so long. You've got to play your best football right now and fight back.
And you just need something good to happen on this next possession. You've got to get the crowd back into this football game. Big rivalry, get some emotion, get some momentum on your side.
Guys, here comes that Alabama offense onto the field. There's certainly still a hill to climb, but they've got to make sure these drives pay off. Got a touchdown last time. Can they back it up here?
Well, and it's amazing in a football game how sometimes they'll surprise you with what you do. Once you get settled and you realize what's going on, now I'm comfortable with it. Jesse, this offense looked comfortable on its last drive.
They sure did. It looked like they started to find some momentum. So now it's on this defense to stop that, all right? You're a little bit upset based on what just happened the previous drive. You've got to bow up again and go back to what was working earlier in this game.
Yeah, and you see running backs in today's football, they play a wide receiver basically for you, but you got to find a guy that you can throw it to, and you know he's going to catch the ball consistently.
They're about to wear this punter out. He's already been out 4 times, staring at a 5th if they can't move the chains. Just nowhere to go against this defense to find that single yard he needed on 3rd down. He'll get away another punt. He's been really active today, and no doubt he's going to earn his varsity letter. Coverage team able to put a stop to that return at the 42-yard line. So here is the Tennessee offense. You want to talk about taking the wind out of your sails. Drive the ball down the field and miss the field goal, David.
You know what? Don't leave it up to kickers. Execute better offensively. I think you move the ball nice. You got to keep that in mind. But Palmer, I think you got to stay aggressive and don't settle for field goals.
Yeah, because you got to know there's just no margin for error right now. You just have got to be able to execute at a high level.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. Makes the grab. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short gain there.
And I love when my quarterback sees zone and knows exactly where to go with the football. Sees the wide receiver running the drag route, knows when to throw it, pulls the trigger for the easy completion.
Looking to buy time. Trying to escape and get it himself. And boy, is he close to that 1st down, maybe just a couple of inches short.
This is why 3rd down is so difficult for quarterbacks, because the defense substitutes. They put faster guys on the field, and they've got all of their different exotic looks they've been game planning all week for, some things you haven't seen on film yet, and it confuses your offensive line. It confuses you, and you're out here just trying to make plays, trying to do something right to get a 1st down. Wasn't able to gain a lot there.
And this one will be stopped for no gain. Boy, there wasn't much room to wiggle for that running back there.
None at all. Great job by the defense getting in the backfield quickly, closing up all the holes, nowhere to run.
Pulls and fires it complete to the right. Just carving up this defense and getting it down to the 24.
Well, we see another catch by this guy. This defense is going to need to do a better job of tackling the catch. In coverage, I know they want to slap the ball away, but if you can't do it and force the incompletion, you've got to at least make sure you're able to drag him down to the ground as soon as he catches the ball.
Halfway there on 1st down, it's 2nd and 5. Here's the handoff. Noses his way forward, maybe gets one. They'll mark it at the 18.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. A lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
Picks up enough to give them 1st and 10 from the 11. The Vols come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Looking downfield on 1st down. Floating away. He just wisely got rid of that one. The worst thing that can happen to you is to turn it over on 1st down in the red zone. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a 1st without scoring. He almost punched it in for 6. They'll get him down at the 1-yard line. And the Vols back to the line on 1st down. Let's see if they keep leaning on this running game. And talk about spreading the ball around. Everyone getting a chance to show off the hands based on the number of targets we've seen. Just about ready to go in the 4th, and we'll see if any drama can be mustered. Starting off this quarter close enough to smell the goal line. They'll run it on 1st and goal. And he's brought down at the line of scrimmage, and the ball will stay at the 2. Can the D deny them on 2nd and goal? Handoff to the fullback. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. That defensive front was a stone wall on 2nd down. Now it's 3rd and goal from the 1. They'll run the sneak for it. Touchdown, Tennessee! And the route is on. They extend this lead, and it looks as if they are going to make it 2 wins in a row. Football time in Tennessee is all Big Orange right now as the Vols have built a big lead.
And you can hear the Tennessee fans, and they're yelling Rocky Top at the top of their lungs. Tennessee's got it going. Jesse, later in the game, 2nd half, this is right where they wanted to be.
I just think momentum's a real thing, and they've been able to ride that momentum here in the 2nd half. When plays have presented themselves, they've taken advantage of those opportunities, and that's why Rocky Top is pulling away.
They'll start this drive with a pass. It's complete. And he's able to shed 1 tackle and pick up pretty good yardage. Alabama with a multitude of options on 2nd and short. Wants to go up top. Just a short pass to the tight end. Across the 40, out of bounds at the 41, and a big pickup has this offense on the move. The offense lines up at the 41 with a 1st and 10. Use the play fake, now to throw. He's got his man. And there's going to be a loss on that play, just run out of bounds and avoiding the contact. The Crimson Tide just hoping at least to get some of the yardage back here on 2nd down. And that defense is all over that one. No room to run after the catch. They've got a good chunk of ground to cover on 3rd and long from the 41. From the gun, wants to pass. And the quarterback is toast back at the 35. He is a menace rushing the passer, career sack number 20.
I mean, some people just have a knack for getting to the quarterback. What a great job throughout his career. Getting there, getting him down.
Lost one deep down the right side. Picked off inside the 20, and they snuff out the threat.
And that's a really good job by the defense, understanding the situation of football. It's 4th down. It's late in the game. You got a multi-possession lead. Take away all the deep stuff. Make them force the football into coverage. They do, and they stamp this game.
1st and 10 from their own 24-yard line. The handoff, keep working on that clock. Not much doing there. He gets it to the 26, a gain of 1.
And here's the mindset if you're on offense. 4th quarter, you've got a huge lead. Obviously, you're going to run the football, but just be aware of the clock. You don't want to snap it too quickly. You're probably just doing safe runs inside the tackles like you saw right there. You just got to execute. You got to be aware, but you've got this game in hand so long as you don't turn it over.
1st down here for the offense. The give to the back. And he'll lose yardage on this play. Loses 2 yards. Great job by the defense. Clock stops. We have reached the 2-minute timeout, and this offense just a couple of minutes away from putting one in the win column. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. Power football with the run. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
Well, this running back has had a pretty good day so far in this game, and I think the key right now is for the defense to find a way to slow him down. He had a good run 2 plays ago. The defense gets the TFL on this one. I think you got to change up your fronts defensively and try to give this offensive line different alignment looks to see if they can confuse him.
They stopped him after a short game, probably just wanted to mitigate the losses with 4th down coming. Is on its way. Probably hope for a little bit more on that one. It'll go out of bounds right at the 30-yard line. They'll crank up this drive from the 30-yard line. They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. He's taking a deep shot late in the game. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers. The Crimson Tide a long, long way from the line to gain here on 3rd down. Pocket breaking down. They get to him as he throws.
Well, at this point, you're still trying to throw stuff up against the blackboard and see if it sticks. You're down by a lot of points, so why not try it, right? And give the offense credit. You know, you're not just going to run the football. You're not just going to take a knee and go into the locker room with your tail between your legs. I like the fighting spirit, just not enough of that today.